2023.
And we live. What's going down, Young James Boogie?
Man, I'm chilling, man.
Day after Thanksgiving. I'm a little lit, as you can tell. I've been drinking all day, drinking and cooking.
It's a new song. We should make, like, we be having songs and not even realizing that was the song right there, man.
Drinking and cooking?
Drinking and cooking. Drinking and cooking. We be drinking and cooking every single day. Boy,
Yeah.
Drinking and cooking. Drinking and cooking. Drinking and cooking every single day. Boy.
I feel you. That's a hook. But what we gonna talk about? Cause
drinking and cooking, nigga.
But we cooking though. We, if
see, that's the whole, that'd be the thing right there. It'd be like, well, all we're cooking.
But we ain't gonna never tell them what we cooking.
No. We gonna insinuate what it could be. I can say I'm baking with baking soda. I want a cake. I could really be making cakes, or I could really be making cake. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Drinking and cooking. Drinking.
We gotta find a beat now.
Yeah, that's the next part. Gotta be something Juicy. I don't even like saying nigga name, man.
A Juicy J.
See, pause,
sound kind of gay.
Pause, man.
But we can't seriously rap though.
Do you know who Jared Carmichael is?
Yeah, the comedian / writer.
Yeah, so he came out on his gay. He came out as gay.
I didn't hear the stand up. I did hear he came out gay on the stand up, but
yeah.
Why is that like?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, what I was saying is, you haven't seen it. So,
I haven't seen it. No.
So there's he talks about it and he jokes, and he's like, you know how many times me and my man was kissing, and then was like pause, or how like you know what I'm saying, I'm kissing my man or whatever, and I whisper in his ear, no homo. It's like he's a hood dude. So like it's very funny. I was like,
do hood dudes say no homo if they live the lifestyle though? Like,
yeah, and what he was saying, he's like, we both hood dudes, so we saying stuff like pause, no homo, and we kissing.
You gotta say pause after that. Oh, this is a bottle opener. Yeah, you gotta say pause after that.
Man can kiss without a pause.
I mean, if you live a lifestyle, yeah.
I mean, if you kissing, you live a lifestyle.
Unless you look curious.
Nah, I ain't never been that curious.
Me neither. I'm just saying though.
I ain't never been that curious.
You know what, bro?
What? You been curious?
No, I have not been curious. I want to say it was the great Third War veteran himself, either Anthony Thomas or Sid Thomas.
That was curious?
No, they weren't curious.
Okay.
But when we was kids,
yeah.
See, this sounds like some shit Anthony say. When we was kids, they was like, man, everybody look gay. And I was like, what? And he was like, okay. I don't remember who said it.
Yeah, but you did put it on the Thomas family already.
I want to take it out the Thomas. All I'm gonna say is we was on their porch.
Yeah. So you was at their porch, but it could have been anybody in the crew who said it.
Because it wasn't just us it wasn't just me and the Thomas boys. There was some other niggas on the block. So the nigga said,
your posse, your proverbial posse.
Okay. But he said, man, everybody look gay. Every man has had a gay thought. And as a teenager, like, man, you tripping. But as you are now in your 40s, have you ever had a gay thought?
What you mean? Like,
I don't know. What's a gay thought? Whatever a gay thought is to you, have you ever had a gay thought?
I think to have a gay thought, I think that's kind of, I'm not trying to throw you under the bus, but that seems kind of homophobic. Because if it's a thought, what makes it gay? Because it involves a man?
What time about now?
Are you talking about
if
like...
If you're identifying you had a gay thought, that doesn't mean you're homophobic.
I mean, I'm saying, but like... Have you ever
homophobic
what's a straight thought?
Seeing this young lady you want to bang, if you're a guy, or if you're a girl,
yeah,
seeing a young man you want to bang.
I said, okay.
So gay thought to me would be a dude walking by and you double take and you look at him.
Nah, see, no.
or you like,
nope.
You in the gym and you look at his meat or something.
Nope, never had a gay thought in my life then.
Or you like, just think about, I wonder what it's like if I took a dick in the ass. That's a gay thought.
See what I'm saying? Never, pause.
And I also think identifying these things isn't homophobic.
I don't know. I don't think it is. I mean, it's odd.
I think homophobic is like, ew, you're gay, I hate you. To me, that's homophobic.
You know how many rappers and comedians couldn't exist in this time, like there would be no Eddie Murphy, no Richard Pryor, no Mohammed. But
that was a different time, though.
that's what I'm saying. That's crazy. Like some of their whole stuff was just on to like, man, you can't kind of get retarded no more, man.
I mean, you should be able to, but no, you can't.
They were like, he's
all right. All right. Do you think some of the things have softened our society, like erasing the R word?
Yeah, retarded.
Yeah, like I get it. You shouldn't be calling kids retarded, but some of these people walking around the earth are retarded as fuck, and you need to call them retarded.
I mean, I just think that, like they say, you're supposed to say special needs, but nigga, I got special needs too. Shit.
Well, I mean, you do say everybody's on the spectrum.
Yeah, but everybody, I got special needs. Like I need to have, chicken every day. That's my special need.
It's not a special need.
Well, to me, it is.
It's just a normal want for someone.
No, it's special for me.
I don't think that if you see a kid that's on the spectrum, you should call them the R word. No, I don't. But I do feel like,
but we're calling them the R word. Like you're not calling. That was the mental.
It's a technical word.
That was a technical word for it. Like, oh, he's retarded.
He's retarded.
Yeah, he's a retard.
And that's the problem. It turned into that.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be talking to kids like that.
Yeah.
However, these niggas in their 30s and late 20s that are still doing dumb shit, I should be able to call them retarded or retard and not, fear any backlash from the special needs community.
Even if they're special needs, like if they're 20 and 30 and special needs and they do something, you keep like, man, you
give me an example.
Like, let's say we had a homeboy or a homegirl who was like 35 and they still sometimes be pissing in the sink instead of the toilet because they special needs.
And we know they special needs and on the spectrum.
But they know that, man, they do it sometimes, not all the time. They do it sometimes. But you would think
I'm cool
after
with that.
30 years.
I'm not going to call them a retard. I'm not calling them retard.
Okay. You're like, hold up, man. How come you can't just remember not to piss in the sink? That's the sink. That's the toilet.
But if you're 35 and you robbing a corner store in the community that you grew up, and they know exactly who you are, where you stay, who your mama is, definitely call that nigga retarded.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, that nigga retarded, man. I mean, yeah. That nigga retarded. What's the nicest thing a man ever told you?
Huh? What? Pause. What?
What's the nicest thing a man ever told you?
I mean, anything my dad told me on a nice level. So.
Okay. A man not related to you.
That was the nicest thing?
The nicest thing a man not related to you has told you.
I don't know if I can just tell you the nicest thing I've had. I've been complimented from men before, so.
What did they say? What you looking at?
Was that thunder?
I don't know. I thought that was, I didn't fart or anything. I thought that was, maybe it was.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's thunder. No, I don't know. Nigga, I don't know. Shit. I like your shoes. That's a clean suit. That's a fire haircut. You know what I'm saying? You did a great job. What?
A man complimented you that you didn't know on your haircut?
Yeah, a man has told me I had a fire haircut. Matter of fact, I was sitting inside the barber chair, Barber Raspberry, fire barber in H-Town.
Oh, and one of his people out there was like, ooh.
Well, one of her.
One of her, okay.
Clients was like, ooh, Raspberry got you tight today, bro.
Did he? Okay. How did he look at you afterwards? Did he like?
Oh, that was Lamar, so he didn't look at me any kind of way.
Okay. Oh man.
I will say this.
But no, you knew him. I supposed to say a stranger that you don't know.
Oh yeah, I mean, a stranger I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a nice backpack. I've been complimenting on my backpack. I'm a bag guy.
Man, one time I was in the mall with my daughter, and we went to like 21, whatever, Forever 21. And I was like, oh, I could fit this, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get some skinny jeans. She's like, no, not that, no. Dad, no, let's go, Dad, no.
I feel like all your jeans are skinny, but go ahead, though.
No, you can't put on skinny jeans. You're old. Let's go. I'm like, no, I got style. She's like, you have enough style. You have enough style whatsoever. Oh, my God. Oh, come on, let's go. Okay, so we leave out. I'm like, man, people always stop me and tell me I got style. So we walk in. She's like, whatever. And so, like, we turn the corner, I swear, on this. If I'm lying, like, Jesus, strike me down.
Not in my house, but go ahead though.
Turned the corner and some random Asian dude was like, "Hey man, ooh man, that's a tight outfit, man." You know what I'm saying? I was like, and he came from a different direction because he came from. You had turned the corner. He just like, "What's tight outfit, man? Ooh, yeah, what?" And he asked me my shoes, like, "These so and so." And he was like, "Oh man, you play basketball?" I was like, "A little bit." "Oh man, I thought you was in the NBA." You like, you know what I'm saying?
He was shooting the shot.
No, but he's like, "Thank you," and he walked off. You know what I'm saying?
See, I was with the King one day in Clark, and this was in early 20s.
Yeah.
And I had on some Levi's cargo jeans, pants, bro.
Yeah.
And I was walking out the store, and homie was walking in. He was like, "Man, some hard jeans, bro." And kind of looked me up and down, bro. And I felt the way about it. I kind of felt like he was sizing me up. Mm-hmm. And then...
But he was saying he was sizing to take your jeans. That's how you felt? Like
it wasn't like a hard...
he was sizing you up.
A little bit. And I ain't like how I felt. And then nigga Kevin started laughing because he was like, "Bro, them was kind of old, man." And I'm like, "Yeah, they are kind of old, bro."
Oh, man.
Have you ever had like a person who lives the alternative lifestyle, like
approach me in a sexual or in a like try to hit on me?
Kind of like size you up, like, you know how they how you doing?
Oh yeah, I've got another. I got a bunch.
Okay.
I got that. I've been like when they come up to talk to you, like, "Oh, how are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm good," you know.
How did that end up happening to me? How did that make you feel?
Usually, sometimes it's happened. It's been like an off guard, like you like whatever the meeting point was something that like mutual that we had to do. Like we both at McDonald's and they called out the wrong number, or we somehow we boom together, you know what I'm saying, in the same spot to where we have to interact. So, you know what I'm saying, you interacting as a normal person would.
Right.
Or not normal, but it's like a natural conversation of just two strangers. But then they just ask that question and go a tad too far. You're like you by yourself, like, hold up, man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, who you came with, like, why would a man ask another man who he came with? You know what I'm saying? Or it might be something like that or whatever. And I did that voice. Once, if we were talking like this the whole time, I would have had an idea, but you know what I'm saying? Just put a little extra sauce on that.
So, we talked about stereotypes earlier.
Yeah. Sometimes
I feel myself profiling people.
You're a Republican, bro?
I'll be in the restaurant with the wife sometimes, and I told her, I say, "Man, see, this is why me and my partner, me and my boys, we can't like go to the rest. Like you and just your homeboy should be able to like just go out and chill, not sit at the bar. If we want to go to Steak 48, we should be able to go to Steak 48, bro.
Yeah.
But if we pull up to Steak 48 together and that's just it, and we go sit at a table, people are definitely going to say we're a couple. Because I do. I say it myself. I be looking at dudes, and we'll be at the restaurant, and these dudes, they come sit at a table.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, no, they a couple. But can you do that? Can you and your homeboy?
Me and Dave used to go out and eat, man.
Just who?
Me and Dave used to go out and eat, man.
Dave, light-skinned Dave.
Yeah.
Never seen Dave with female.
Man, Dave married now. He's in Arizona, man.
I mean, I didn't say he was. Or wasn't. I'm just saying.
Dave always kept a attractive young lady on the side, on his hip.
He looks like an Arizonian.
Yeah. He's from Kansas City, though.
Makes more sense. It all makes more sense now.
But let me try. Who else? I gone to me and Pop used to go get lunch sometimes.
Getting lunch is different.
I'll go get some food.
See, there's a caveat to it. If it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon,
yeah,
I got on my work badge and my work outfit.
Yeah. Somebody's like, "What you doing?" No, I just go get some meat. Okay, boom.
I feel like at 9 p.m.
It might be 8 o'clock at night. Yeah,
we can go like to McDonald's, Whataburger, KFC, Taco Bell, Panda Express.
Hold on. So we can't go to Ninfa's?
Ninfa's?
Yeah, Ninfa's.
And not sit at the bar?
Nah, nigga, we getting in the booth, man.
You can, and that's what I'm saying. You should be able to, but if I don't know you,
yeah,
and I see you and your homie at Ninfa's at 9:30 p.m.
yeah,
in the booth, eating the chips and dip,
you gonna think we dating?
I'm gonna tell Dominique like, man, them niggas fruity. Now, if I see you and if it's a trio, I'm gonna be like them homeboys getting some Mexican food.
What if it's like a trio? It's a quad.
Four.
It's quad.
Them homeboys eat Mexican.
Hold up, but then one of the quads is just flaming. One of the quads is like, "Hey, we in this thing. Yeah, we finna get us some nachos. I love me some Mexican. I love me some Mexican too." And the other three just stiff, like straight up.
I'm gonna feel like y'all download brothers, and y'all finna run a train on him.
Why can't they have the gay friend, man?
You also could have a gay friend. You could have a gay friend, but I also feel like, bro,
You had to talk to your gay friend.
No, I also feel like,
man, when you out, you can't just be extra.
But
gay,
that's what
man.
I'm saying.
You can't just be extra gay when we together, bro. I don't think I'm gay, man.
I don't think the gay. So this is funny.
Yeah,
I was flying from Atlanta to Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was flying from Atlanta to Houston to go to my great uncle's funeral, bro.
Okay.
And there was a dude. I heard him in the back of the plane. I ain't paying no attention
Yeah.
because it's like Pride weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, they was like extra. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And so get off the plane. I'm in the restroom now at this point.
Okay.
You know, and so it was this dude like 6'4". You know, looked like he hoop.
Damn.
And he was just regular.
No, we can't say that word, man. He was
acting just acting.
We can't say
normal.
Regular. We can't say that word, man.
He was being quiet.
He was being quiet. There, it's better. You can't say
All
normal,
right.
man.
And then
yeah,
you're right.
That infirms that something else is abnormal. Keep going.
Well, I wasn't saying it was abnormal, but you know.
No, you're saying he was just being.
He was just being quiet.
Yeah, quiet.
Then he washed his hands, and so out of nowhere, damn, it's nice in here, shit, girl, it's nice in here, bitch. You would think it's female.
Yeah, but you hearing it, but you're not seeing it.
And then I look, it's the 6'4" nigga. And then he's walking throughout the airport. Houston is a vibe. Ooh, I'm gonna catch me something this weekend. I'm like, damn.
Why we say damn though?
Not that he's gay. It's just like, damn. Why you gotta act like that in front of the whites?
In front of the whiteys?
Yes, I felt. And I'm not racist. I just felt like, damn.
You know what, man? Have I ever talked about how right I am, bro?
How
right I am sometimes?
You think you're right about everything.
Okay.
So what do you think you're right about?
It was three things, man. Three big things.
Damn, you think you're right about three big things?
Just three big things.
How long have you been holding this in?
I don't know. Okay, so look. Okay, this one it might be debatable, but I don't think so. I was like, for years, I'm like, man, oh boy, just be saying that, bro. He ain't really like that. That's for the cameras, man. He when it's time to show up, his true character's gonna be the shit he talk about in these songs. He gonna do that shit. Now, man, he just making music. Look at all the stuff he do. I'm like, that's a front, bro. Ain't real. I'm telling you, man. It's just he just fronting, man. He already with the killers to begin with, and funding them. And then the first time the camera's on him, what he do? The same thing he does in them songs. It wasn't no, I'm a humanitarian, and it wasn't no, man, y'all back off. It's like, nah, you a black man on the floor, already down. You grasping for help. I'm hitting you. Yeah, that's showing how remorseless you are as a human being. But I've been saying that.
I don't know what you talking about.
To my the guy from the South, there's two Southwest cousins, man.
You back on that?
Hold on, I'm just gonna say, but I got two more, but I said that I continuously said that the true him is this, and then when it came when the light was really on him, when he wasn't staged, when it was real life, he acted the exact way I said he would act.
I see where you're coming from.
He acted the exact way I'm like, when it's real, he acts like that gangster he tries to portray to be. When the camera's on and he didn't stage the whole situation, then he's like, oh, I'm a community. Like, when you change your life, bro,
that's debatable.
Your life.
That's debatable. I can't say you're right about it.
Okay,
because it's a one-off. Now, if this was if this was the third or fourth time it happened, or if this was like this random nigga it happened, but I feel like they have some sort of back history that eventually was gonna boil over.
Want me to show you how how he doubled down on being fake like that, because it happens. He comes out again, man. I ain't touched that, man.
It's called damage control.
Hold up, I ain't. But look, if you real, if you really what you say you are, bro, you'll be like, man, I lost my temper. That's not the real me. I apologize for people who believe. That's for people who are humble and really humble. That's what they would say. But if you arrogant on the cool, you gonna keep the lie going, bro. He literally had a chance to be like, it wasn't nobody pushing him, nothing out there yet. He could have been like, yeah, man, I lost my temper, or my friends do this. I should have been a better leader. That's not what we promote over here. He didn't say none of that. He said, I ain't touched that, man. Man telling stories and lying. So he didn't double down on what I told you before. He didn't double down on what he want to be. He on that same gangster stuff we talking. Man, I ain't gonna snitch so and so. So now when it come out that everything you just said was a whole lie, you didn't double down on your lie, bro. That's 2 times in a row when he had a chance to be what he says he is. But that's what I've been saying for the whole time. I'm like, it sounds like hate, bro. I'm like, okay, but skip that one. LeBron James.
For the record,
Yeah.
I can't ride. I understand where you're coming from, but I understand where you come from. I can see your point of view. I'm not gonna say you. I'm not ready to say you're 100% right about it.
I'm just saying why that man ain't apologized yet. Like, why he ain't apologized yet? I understand he could be whatever, but even, okay, now, after this, okay, you say I ain't touch him. We clearly see what you did, how it happened. Now, still, you come back and you don't apologize and say whatever. You just go out and start doing the same thing you're doing at first. Oh, I'm gonna be out here at the Astros games. I'm gonna try to pick a post up with Master Mac. Them comment sections is saying.
So, well, let me ask you a question. Do you hold the same standards up for Will Smith?
What you mean? He apologized though. But he apologized. Like,
does the apology make it better if it's his true nature? Because if that's the case, I can slap the fuck who I want to or jump who I want to and then just apologize for it.
But that's not. But I'm saying, does Will Smith have a history of doing that? No.
I mean, does Trey have a history of doing that? Does he have a history of doing that?
Yeah. He has a history of being involved in situations where people are getting shot at. People are coming to his events shooting at him.
And see, that's why I can't roll with it.
Why?
Because I can't control who come to my event and shooting me.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
If I am doing, hold up, if I'm being this person over here and doing the stuff over here behind closed doors, but then I'm going here in front of the, like, if I ain't even mess with this element, they wouldn't have a child.
Well, talking about how much do you expect? See, and that's what I'm saying. It's the expectations. How much do you expect from a guy who says he's a Crip? You would assume that he's gonna have some nonsense going on from time to time. He is a Crip, right? Yes or no?
Yes, he says he's.
So the fact that this person is gang affiliated allegedly and in the streets allegedly, like, it's gonna be some fuck shit. But the fuck shit is so far removed. He's tried to move on from that and promotes positiveness. And he slipped up. Players fuck up. We like to say that a lot. Players fuck up.
But did he come? Okay. I want to move on from this, but I'm gonna stay here. Do you think that he should apologize to, at the very least, his fans?
I think whatever him and that man need to do to make it right, that's what him and that man need to do. I don't think he owes his fans anything.
Why not? So you telling me that I've been portraying this image to you, and my fans has said, like, you telling your kids, look how Trey acts. Because we're giving you keys to the city.
Because first off, the philanthropy and everything that he's doing it.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I'm not doing it for the fans or for the cameras. I'm doing it because I want to be the change, or I want to be a difference, or I want to make a difference.
Yeah, but even in that though, I'm saying that when they come say I'm having Trey Day and the city gives you a proclamation, you don't say, nah, man, I don't need none of this. I'm just doing this for give it to somebody else. You don't never turn down the cameras to come look at me doing. You are definitely making a concerted effort to put your information out and you have PR. Mm-hmm. Like I said, that's why I came out afterwards and was like, I ain't do that. That's why I came out, because my conscious effort is I gotta talk to and to go forward even with Zero when he said, I can't apologize to that man, or I can't reconcile with him because my fans wouldn't respect it. He understands it, but to the wrong way, because he felt like his fans control him. Because I've been told him I'm this gangster all this time.
Exactly.
So gangsters can't compromise.
Well, they both say they're gangsters. So why are we surprised if gangster shit happens?
But what I'm saying, but
so we shouldn't be surprised when the gangster shit happens.
We shouldn't be surprised, but also we can't, like, then why are we giving the gangster, knowing that at any time his other life can invade this? Like, there's no magical barrier that says, oh, because you're over doing something good, the stuff that you weren't doing that was underhanded is not going to show up.
Well, it's a lot of gangsters got the key to the city.
And we're not talking. We saying with this guy.
But I feel like you got to have that energy for all of them, though.
Okay, I do. So I do.
That's fine.
So that means that if I have energy for that for everybody, then that means that I had the same energy for him too. And like I said from the beginning,
I was actually meaning the owner of the Astros, not the other guy. But go ahead.
But I mean, either one.
All right.
What I'm saying is that at the end of the day, your character is something that supersedes your actions, and because your character is going to dictate your actions. If you a weak person, you're not going to do no strong shit. That doesn't happen normally. You're gonna act as your character. If you're a weak person, you're not going to be expected to do no strong shit. Oh, okay, well, he's a weak person.
Yeah, but sometimes,
or she's a weak person.
I got it. But sometimes a life situation can arise, and if you're a weak person, you're forced to do something strong, or that a strong person would do.
Yeah.
And so, just like if it's the other way around, if I am a high moral, high character guy, you can expect me to do the right thing 98% of the time.
Yeah.
But there might be that 1 or 2 times I might slip up because we're all human.
And that's cool. But now on the backside, after I messed up and I was human, there's no fathomable reason why I can't say, oh, I messed up right there. He didn't even, that's what I'm saying. He denied doing everything. Like,
but that was the next day.
Yeah,
of course I'm going to deny it.
But you was there.
I'm doing damage control.
But why?
I'm doing character control.
Why am I doing character control?
Because it's my image I'm trying to uphold.
Exactly. Like I said, I have an image I'm trying to uphold.
But all of this is like in the heat of the moment. I'm trying to scramble and do X, Y, and Z. Look, I'm not saying it was right. Yeah, I'm not saying that I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not saying that you're totally off with it. My whole thing is like, we're all human, and we shouldn't have to explain ourselves to people, even if we live in the spotlight. I do realize that some of that comes with the territory, but sometimes we as fans, we as commentators or people who are observing, we sometimes forget about that human element, and we hold people to these standards. Sometimes we shouldn't be holding them to. That's all I'm saying.
Man, I think with this guy in this instance. In that instance, if it was one thing, you could be like, oh, it's just one thing. If it was 2 things, okay, it's 2 things. But now I'm saying it's not heat of the moment no more. It's compounding and double compounding, and it's comes to the point where now the people who believe in you and want to work with you be like, dang, when he come over here and say this, how I know I can't trust his word no more. Because he just showed me that he'll lie in front of everybody to save his butt or to put himself in a certain light. So when I say, man, I want to have you do this for me, people going to see the same, like, man, he'll lie. So are y'all paying him to do that, or is that out of his heart?
You feel that way about politicians?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Which was right about LeBron?
LeBron, bro. LeBron, he's the same way, man. He's the same way, bro.
What did LeBron James do, bro?
LeBron James is LeBron James.
Damn, you can't even get it out. So now you're making it up.
No. I don't say it. I want to say it the right way. LeBron James is fake woke.
It's a lot of people fake woke.
Okay, but we're not talking about LeBron James.
That's fine, and that's my problem.
Why is it a problem? Because it's a lot of people that sell dope, but I'm like, okay, well, I'm starting with this dope dealer.
We'll call them all out.
Well, I am. I'm just saying, okay, all them two, I ain't got to them yet, but we can't ignore this dude talking about trying to find everybody. We got to get everybody one by one. And we'll start with LeBron because he's the biggest fish.
If LeBron, okay, I want to know what he's fake woke about, but if the most dirt you can pull up is he's fake woke, I'm definitely not riding with it.
I'm not picking up dirt, bro. I'm just telling the truth.
What is he fake woke about?
Everything, bro. Cause
Like what? Give me one thing.
When he's saying, "Oh man, I care about social injustice."
Yeah. I know about that. And then they asked him about the Nike shit.
And go to Nike shit, right? So, at what point? Okay, I'm asking you the question. The question: at what point do you think LeBron James is like, okay, I have enough money to be able to do LeBron James stuff without using Nike? Or if I'm LeBron James, do I be like, I'm gonna keep Nike can pay me more than I can make though. Now what comes with Nike? This stuff over here come with Nike. There's extra money, there's extra fame, but there's also some things over here Nike is not doing that I said I ain't with. So if they ever ask me about that stuff that I ain't with, because they gave me this money, I can't talk about that. But then when it flips around, and you trying to preach to somebody about, man, social injustice, that and the other, so on and so and so. But then when Kyrie come out with this, you throw him under the bus. when they come with the China stuff, you throw them under the bus. But this is the exact thing that you trying to preach to people. But but we already know that paycheck is dictating your mouth check.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Nike?
As a company, they on some bull.
They on some bull.
They on some bull, man. They on some bull, really, but yeah.
So as a consumer who feels like Nike is on some bull, do you even wear Nikes?
If I do wear Nikes, I do have a pair of Nikes.
I know you do.
I got a pair of Nikes.
You have more than a pair.
I said I have a couple pair of Nikes.
I've seen you come over here a couple of times.
How you trying to count my shoe? I got.
And that's what I'm saying. So again,
yeah,
we'll get on our high horse as observers at him, because of the Nike shit, because he gets a paycheck. Mm-hmm. But we patronize Nike. Mm-hmm. We buy Nikes. Mm-hmm. Hell, I got Nike slides on right now.
Yeah.
So how can we get on a soapbox and point our fingers at him, wearing Nike sweats, wearing Nike shoes, supporting this company that we say is aiding in social injustice, and being mad at him for being fake woke about, backpedaling because he's getting a paycheck from him?
Okay, I'll tell you why.
At least he can pay from him. We giving him our money.
I'll tell you why. There's some of it that goes to the market, right? Some of the Nike products you might buy. You might go places where, okay, you got 4 brands, and the best quality brand for what you're doing is Nike.
It doesn't matter though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
if I don't fully support, if I'm saying I am totally against what they represent, I don't care if that is the best shoe on the shelf. I'm gonna take the next best shoe, that represents what I morally stand for. If I'm standing on such a moral soapbox where I'm saying said celebrity, athlete, whoever is fake woke for backpedaling for a paycheck, why would I even spend? I don't care if them hoes is on sale at Marshalls. Why would I spend $29.99 on them?
Well, two reasons. One, you might feel like, well, you know what? I mean, I see you, all or nothing. That makes sense.
Because I feel like if it's that big of a deal,
but no,
I know if it's that big of a deal, where I'm upset with LeBron James, about backpedaling about the China shit, why am I putting them on?
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm
why.
not even.
I'm gonna tell you exactly.
I'm gonna go buy Puma.
I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Because if part of do we both agree that part of LeBron's brand is his image?
No, we don't.
You don't think that part of the greatness of LeBron James is has no scandals? I had the same wife. He's a good father. You know, he's raising. You know, that's not part of LeBron James' image.
I think that's part of who LeBron James is. He hasn't done anything.
Tell me, it's not. I'm asking you a question. It's not part of his. So you telling me, like, he don't have commercials and promos where he got his family and they sitting family and selling something.
Taco Tuesday is one of them.
Okay, so
but that's what he represents, though.
Oh, he represents family togetherness, right?
That's what he is.
Okay, cool, right? So now we go over here and we.
Talking about? It's no different when prime time was in his prime.
Yeah.
And what was he representing? He was representing a good time. I'm out with Hammer. I'm partying. It's prime time, baby.
Yeah. Same
thing is branding. They're branding what they truly represent. The only difference is prime time was a family man who liked to go out. It's Hammer time. LeBron James is a family man who I'm sure goes out and parties, but 90% of the time he's partying with the wife, and he's also partying with the family.
You've never seen primetime kids on any promotion with him when he was in his prime, did we? We never saw primetime doing commercials Thanksgiving with his family. You never saw primetime doing going to schools and talking to schools and saying, "Hey, I opened the school up. LeBron James school I opened up." Like, that is part of that. He's branding himself and showing that's what I believe.
Time out. Whoa. See, all right. Okay. It has to be a bigger issue with LeBron. No, because you can't be mad at LeBron because if LeBron James goes and opens up a school, cameras are going to be there. Regardless, if he picks the phone up and says, "Hey, I'm going to be at this location at this time on this day because I'm opening up school."
Yeah.
Or if LeBron James is with his team that is opening up a school and they open up a school, the media is going to find out. Like,
hold on. So you telling me
the media found out when 50 Cent was opening up this STEM program downtown?
Yeah, because he announced it, bro.
What's wrong with that?
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying, we can also, because I am LeBron James, I can also say we don't want media coverage on this.
Why would I not want media coverage on this school that I know I have investors with to raise more money so I don't have to go in my pocket and spend all of my bread?
So you think that LeBron James is gonna run out of money buying the school?
I think LeBron James has, like any smart, wealthy, successful businessman, has their hands in a lot of different ventures, and the main way to make sure you fund those ventures and keep them going is by putting up a little bit of your money and finding venture capitalists who want to come on board with you and invest so you can make it bigger than what you can.
So you don't think so? So you think that LeBron James opened up a school? Well, okay, let me ask that question. What I'm gonna say is there are other athletes who have done the same thing, who have opened up schools, but did it without the fanfare, and not because they were small time athletes. It's because
Jalen Rose ain't LeBron James, and I ain't saying that Jalen Rose is small time. He ain't LeBron James. Hold on, time out. Okay. So when Jalen Rose opened up the school, there was media coverage because I remember seeing it. There was media coverage.
But it wasn't bro,
he ain't LeBron James,
bro. What I'm saying is the difference between media coverage and it's the difference between media coverage and we got press kits. Oh man, look, this is how we doing it. Y'all come. I'm literally walking with y'all with the media through the school.
It's the difference between Jalen Rose and LeBron James.
Check this out.
If Michael Jordan opened up the same type school that LeBron and Jalen just opened up, the same way media coverage followed LeBron James, they're going to follow Michael Jordan. They're going to follow Magic Johnson. They're going to follow Shaq. They're going to follow Shaquille O'Neal. The hell, they will follow Tracy McGrady. But you know what? If Cuttino Mobley opened up a school, that same media ain't finna follow him how they followed these people I just mentioned. It'll get media coverage, but it won't get that coverage.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. How much of the curriculum do you think LeBron James wrote in that school?
Zero. Okay, LeBron James is not a curricular writing guy.
Okay. How many classes did you think you could put him in that school that he could I can teach this class for a semester?
That's irrelevant. He's not supposed to be able to teach the class.
I agree with you. So what I'm saying is, you telling me that me walking through, what am I talking about?
LeBron James is the reason why the school is open.
But
LeBron James is not teaching the curriculum. He's not the principal. He's not writing the books. Now, I'm pretty sure if we watch the complete press conference, which it wasn't like the stuff we saw was snippets. If you watch the complete coverage, I'm pretty sure you would have had conversations from whoever's running the school, whoever's running the curriculum. I'm pretty sure if you want to find out what kind of curriculum and what the graduation success rate is or whatever it is,
okay,
you can find that out. LeBron James himself is not supposed to do that. He dribbles basketballs. His name and his money is the draw that got that school open.
I agree. And I'm asking
and that's what it was supposed to be.
What I'm saying is, when I'm walking through the school with the cameras and I'm talking, and I'm saying X, I'm going in the classrooms and talking to the kids, right? What am I saying?
He LeBron James. What you want him to say?
I'm just asking you. What am I saying?
Hey, how you doing? Let's take photos. I'm LeBron James.
So really, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying is what makes, to me, people like that, like, you really hold on, let me finish. They like, you a pawn, bro.
Let me ask you.
No, but you a pawn, man, because really, like,
what is he a pawn for?
He's a pawn for some other stuff. Cause what I'm saying, watch this. What I'm saying is, like, you think that if I'm LeBron James and I'm what you call it, a school, right? It's a school I'm building. Okay, who I'm putting in charge of the school? This is some new innovative shit, right? That I'm funding, but these are the masterminds. How come they ain't on front? How come every other week he ain't screaming their name? How come every other week he ain't wearing their names on the shirt? Oh, he has the power to blow somebody up.
Let me ask you a question.
What?
What's the name of the school?
I don't know.
What's the curriculum at school?
I don't know.
Where's the school located?
It's in Akron.
What grades is the school?
I think it's kindergarten to like 8.
So,
or 12. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If you have the passion to say that he's fake woke for opening the school.
No.
Let me
that's not what I'm saying.
Let me finish. If you're saying he's fake woke because of this, and if you're saying he's a pawn because of this.
Let me explain. I'm not saying he's fake woke for opening the school. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm not saying. His actions are fake woke. I'm saying the way that he's pushing his image is not. Cause like, what I'm saying is, I bet you if I go to Jalen Rose and ask him about the curriculum in the school, I guarantee he knows the curriculum in the school. I can 100% guarantee he knows the curriculum.
Has anyone asked LeBron James, does he know the curriculum, and what has he said?
No, that's what I'm saying.
I'm asking you.
No, they ain't gonna ask him that.
I'm saying, has anyone asked him?
No, they probably have.
And that's what I'm saying. Until you have tangible proof that says, well, someone asked Jalen Rose and he knew, but when they asked LeBron ain't know. So until you have tangible evidence that proves that he isn't hands on, then you can't assume that he's not. You're focusing on the part that I'm talking about. I'm saying that however hands on he is, bro, it's people in that room that are masterminds of this, bro. That even if he's the idea, there are people who, if nothing else, he trusts them to run it when he's doing it, because he's not, whatever he is, he's not there doing this. So he has people he trusts who he's like, y'all can handle this new thing, right? Every company.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying.
At the top.
That's what I'm saying. So, but if I'm LeBron James and I know that when I go here, people have cameras, they're going to be seeing me. The reason why this school's going to be successful because I'm going to come here every 3 weeks and walk through and I'm going to show, right? So if I'm doing that, why wouldn't I be Dr. Johnson over here, my principal? She blah, 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 blah. Why wouldn't I be putting them people on the spotlight?
Well, how do you know he doesn't?
Because, okay, well, can you name anybody from the school?
No, because I don't live in Akron, Ohio.
But I'm saying we can name, we know that Lil Baby and James Harden hang out. Like, we know other stuff about celebrities.
What time out? That ain't got nothing to do with LeBron James.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that we know about other celebrities who hang out. We know when LeBron James is doing stuff when he's going to his son's practices. We know when they're working out here. We know we know things about their life that ain't on the court. So I'm saying, like, if we can know about that, how come we can't know about him?
So in all those instances, though, and I'm in all those examples,
yeah,
and I'm gonna keep it to LeBron James.
Yeah,
that ain't LeBron James' fault. So when when James Harden and Lil Baby hanging out, James Harden and Lil Baby ain't saying, "Hey, come look at us. We hanging out at X, Y, and Z." No, they out and about chilling, and paparazzi pull up on them, and it's a big deal for TMZ posted everywhere.
Okay.
Same thing with LeBron James. When LeBron James traveling school happens to land in Houston, then Channel 13 News is at whatever gym they're practicing at because that team is there, and whoever the Lakers and the Rockets, for example, just might be playing that week, or the Rockets and the Trailblazers might be playing the same week that LeBron James' son's school or traveling teams in Houston.
Okay,
so Dame Lillard, James Harden, Sam Cassell, whoever could be on the same court teaching these group of kids basketball.
Okay,
Channel 13 is gonna pull up.
All right,
because it's paparazzi. It's what they do. It's when they hear somebody's in the building.
Okay, question. LeBron James is a businessman making business moves, right?
Yeah.
How many times do paparazzi follow him when he goes to make these business moves?
Hell, the paparazzi follow him when he's on the freeway driving to practice.
Okay.
That ain't his fault.
I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm not placing fault or blame. I'm just asking.
I'm just saying LeBron James ain't calling in regular life. If LeBron James right now,
I'm saying yes. LeBron James' PR team is calling local businesses there's no way you hold on, but just no way you getting.
But listen to what I'm saying. If LeBron James just hops in the car and says, "Shit, I'm going to Papa Do's."
Yeah.
If LeBron James is in Houston right now, waiting to play the Rockets, and he hops in the Uber, and he just walks into Papa Do's,
people gonna see him.
People gonna see him.
I'm agreeing.
And it's gonna be paparazzi in Papa Do's.
But how come we don't have them same photos of him going and talk to these black leaders? We got pictures of LeBron holding hands with these Jewish leaders randomly.
Well, give me a black leader and tell me if you talk to him.
Farrakhan.
Has LeBron James went to talk to Farrakhan?
Do we know? We would know, right?
I would assume we would know. So I'm assuming he has not went to go talk to Farrakhan.
Okay.
Maybe Farrakhan is not someone he wants to talk to.
Name me a Jim Brown. Name me a black leader. Don Lemon. I don't know.
Well, he's had him on a show.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Name me a time when you see paparazzi when LeBron James and this famous this black doctor are hanging out. Because if he goes to Papa Do's, they're gonna catch him. They're gonna catch him going here too.
Well, what does it have to do with anything?
I'm telling you because I'm saying so. We have a very today in today's media, certain entities like LeBron James, like the bigger entities, have a more controlled the way the media, like the Kardashians. All of if you're on a certain level of fame, what the media gets to you also has some filters on it sometimes, and there's some things that are not gonna come out, or some things that we having Christmas, y'all can come take pictures now before we really have our real Christmas, so that y'all can have something, and now don't come around my house from 8 to 12. Like they made agreements like that.
So okay, I get what you're saying.
So I'm just saying that I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. I'm just saying, can we honestly say, we always hear about LeBron going with Dr. Umar or anybody of that caliber, him going in with what black activists can you really just honestly think about? Yeah, him and LeBron James was seen here, or was, but then, and I'm not saying that I'm saying because if your platform is like his platform is like social injustice and end this and do that, but then you don't do the things that you and only you or one of the few people that can have access to all these people. You don't hear LeBron and Barack hanging out.
That's not true.
I'm saying when have you saying, oh, LeBron?
They have.
I heard, the one time I've heard
they like play basketball together.
The one time I heard them, it was like several NBA players and they were playing basketball in the White House.
Well, how much you want Barack and LeBron to hang out?
If how much economic influence does LeBron have on the society? Like honestly, we know he has a big portion. Like he is like a Michael Jordan.
But you don't know what he's doing behind the scenes.
That's why I'm gonna ask you a question. How come we can see, like you said, you just said this man can't go nowhere without cameras. So if he's doing things behind the scenes, it's still gonna be on camera. Everybody taking pictures of this.
If I'm LeBron James, and I want to get shit done,
and
this is just example purposes only, Follow LeBron James, and I want to get shit done. And me getting shit done is meeting with Barack Hussein Obama. Mm-hmm. If LeBron James and Barack Hussein Obama want to have a meeting that's not covered by media, that shit's gonna happen.
Yeah, but why would they not want to have it covered by media?
I don't have to do everything in the camera.
But I do everything else in the camera?
I don't do everything else in the camera. The camera follows me. Sometimes I actually might want to have a conversation with someone and not be followed by a camera.
So what camera? How would Barack Obama?
It's Barack Hussein Obama. He is a sitting ex-president. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to do in media coverage or without it. If Barack Obama wants to go to Luby's and not be seen, it's gonna happen.
I don't know, man.
Yes, 100% you know.
I don't know, man.
Furthermore, that has nothing to do with the soapbox you was on.
No, I was saying like it's like.
It has nothing to do with it.
No.
You're totally wrong about this.
No, I'm right.
You're 100% wrong.
So I'm right, bro.
You're not right. I'm telling you, you're not right.
If I tell you on Monday,
you're not right.
Oh, let me finish. If I tell you on Monday, hey man, look, there's a lot of things y'all don't like, man. But killing chickens, man, that ain't, man. We don't kill no chickens, man. And then on Tuesday, you see me in KFC eating chicken, right? And then I ask you, hey man, I thought you said killing chickens was bad. You say, man, I don't know how these chickens died. I ain't got the information on how these chickens died. I don't know if they was killed. I think maybe they just died. They was old, right? That's the exact thing that LeBron James did, bro.
I'm not riding with that, and that's just one thing that you harping on about Nike. Look,
no.
I respect
your. I
respect your opinion.
No, that's what I'm saying.
But you're wrong.
That's what I'm saying. When he said, "Okay, what about the social injustice in China?" This ain't got nothing to do with Nike. This ain't got nothing to do with Nike. As far as his partnership, as far as his shoes, it has to do with this is beyond these big businesses. It's not just Nike over here. It's a whole, and the people are not with this. The people are saying, we're not with this, man. We trying to get out of this situation. And then we people are like, we love, LeBron James, we love we are fans of you. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for this bullshit, we'd be over there with you, watching you play. And there's some people that's like, I still feel them, but shit, I can't. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity to see you. I can't never see you. And you're one of the greatest people on the planet right now. And then they ask you, man, what you think about social injustice? You're like, man, I don't know. And they be like, damn, last week, 2 days ago, you made us feel proud. We thought you was with us because you had said, man, social injustice anywhere should be stomped out. We're like, damn, not only do I like him as a basketball player, but he speaks language that I can relate to, and he believes in my struggle. But then with the people who pay you, hey, then you be quiet. So what I'm saying is, like, in those moments, like, and he is at a point, in my opinion, that he can be like, he can do what the Kanye's and the Kyrie's doing. Like, man, look, y'all being foolish right now, man. And if y'all want to be foolish, man, I ain't got to, I'm well off enough where I don't have to worry about your foolishness. Like, yeah, man, I'm gonna buy a ticket to this game that y'all say I can't play in because y'all don't follow y'all rules. That's going against my personal belief. And I can sit right here on the sidelines with my team, but I can't play.
That's what Kyrie did?
Yeah.
He bought a ticket?
He was front row in Brooklyn. Because he could play. But the NBA was like, they had like their rules, like, you gotta take it. And it's like, man, I ain't gotta take. How you gonna make me take it? You can't make me take nothing, bro. It's my body.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think you're right about this one. You have some valid points, but like you can't. You have some valid points. I understand some of the valid points. You have some valid points.
It's not against LeBron.
No. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You have some valid points. Some of your points are bullshit as well. The other piece is I can't take you that serious about him and the whole Nike shit when you walk in here or you walk around repping the brand. So I can't take you serious, bro.
What you mean?
Can't be that you can't be that you can't judge him to that point or that magnitude about him backpedaling for a paycheck when you patronize the same company that you backpedal for.
The difference is
It ain't no difference. There's 100% no difference.
Time out.
No
So
difference at all.
you think that my influence, my circumstance is the same as LeBron James?
It's not about it's not about your personal influence. No, it's not. Look, prime example.
Yeah.
If I truly believe, and I don't know how true this is, so it's an example purpose only.
Yeah.
If I truly believe that Tiffany & Co. at one point in time made slave shackles.
Yeah.
Me knowing that, and if I'm appalled that Jay-Z and Beyonce did a photo shoot for Tiffany & Company because they're brand ambassadors and are paid by Tiffany & Company.
Yeah.
And they're rocking shackle-like bracelets,
Yeah.
which Tiffany & Company actually does make. I've always thought that was weird. They make shackle-like bracelets.
Yeah.
If they make shackle-like bracelets and they have these on in the photo op with their influences they have,
Yeah.
I can't get mad at them for doing it, saying, man, y'all should be ashamed of yourself, knowing the influence y'all have, and y'all pushing this company that used to make shackles that enslaved our people.
Yeah.
And turn around and I rock Tiffany & Company. I can't do that. That's a hypocrite and it's full of shit, and I can't do that.
Well, okay, what I'm saying is this.
I can't point the finger at them before looking at myself first and correcting that flaw and then moving forward.
What I'm saying is this. It's not like I'm not saying that he's an all the way bullshit person or that he's a fraud. I'm just saying that, like, my question is, like, when you get to a certain level, at what point is he gonna be like at what point is he gonna stand up for like something? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I think he stood up for something. I think LeBron James in the last 10 years probably has did more for our community than a lot of people have done in their lifetime. Because you can't say he doesn't do things to push you can't say he doesn't do things to push our community in a positive way.
That's what I'm saying.
Can you say that?
That's what I'm saying. It sounds like what you're saying is that, well, he does this good, which overshadows some of the bad.
Who said it was anything bad?
But my thing,
you give me, you put something on the table he's done that's bad. Don't time out. Don't put something on the table that you just don't agree with the way he moved.
Yeah.
You put something on the table that says LeBron James did something bad, is a bad role model, bad influence, is bad for the community. You put that on the table with tangible evidence, I might be able to rock with you.
Okay.
But if you're only telling me some shit because you don't like the way he handled certain situations, bro, that's not It's homies from the neighborhoods who sell dope to that community all year long, and then they want to do a fucking backpack drive or a turkey drive.
Yeah,
I can see that.
You can see what?
I can see you having some. I can see you having issues with those guys
because it's on a smaller level.
No, nigga, not because on a small. To me, that's a bigger level. To me, that person who was selling dope to his community all year long.
Yeah.
And then I'm the neighborhood D-boy. Let me have give the backpack, little Ricky giving backpacks away to the community because your mama a crackhead and she can't afford to buy your school supplies. That is 100 times worse than LeBron James saying, "Man, yeah, I don't like what happened to George Floyd. Social injustice anywhere is an issue." And a nigga asked him about Nike sweatshops, and he backpedaled.
That's not what they asked him about, though.
They asked him about social injustice in Nike. Nike. I'm sorry. They asked him about the shit in China.
Yeah.
And we all know when it comes to the shit in China, they mainly, other things outside of this, but a lot of the conversation was about the manufacturers like Apple, like Nike, like some other places that manufacture these things at cheap labor costs.
Yeah.
That's where they were going. That's the road they were going down.
Well, I think
he said, "Hey,
I think it was.
I'll leave it alone. I backpedal."
And I think that when I say, all I'm saying is this. All I'm saying it's not that I don't like the way he handled it. I just wonder, like, it's hard to measure. What you said when you say it's hard to measure what is worse impactful, because I can agree with you that on a direct scale, that yes, that's horrible to drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? That's horrible on a direct like that. You see the instantaneous residuals of what that does to a community. But also, we've seen, and this is why I'm saying it's not like really a LeBron attack, but I'm just saying, like, we've seen the way we've moved as celebrities in our community, right? and we've seen that we haven't had the success and the growth. Like it ain't like we don't have people who could fund and create spaces, large spaces, for us to be able to flourish as a like. There's no reason, like I said, like in all these factions of art and entertainment, we're the draw, we're the creators, we're so much of the labor force, but none of the production force, or none of the like we can do these things. So it's like LeBron James is doing a great job of what he's doing, but in the same breath, it's like, okay, at what point does LeBron James turn into more Damon Dash?
So let me ask you a question. At what point, first off, everybody ain't meant to be Dame Dash.
Well, I'm saying, okay, but
and everybody's not meant to, and everyone is not meant to float through the business space in that way. That's one thing. And
I'm talking about the mindset, not the actual.
Well, we don't know his true mindset though.
We don't know about
you don't know the end. You don't know the end game.
What I'm saying, okay, well, I'm asking you this. That's speculative. We don't know the true end game. Yeah, we don't, right? But in the same breath, there's a generation of kids, a generation of young men, a generation of people who have seen 20 years of his game, right?
I will say this: if that's the case, I don't see any reason why I would have an issue with anyone who's looked at his last 20 years on a role model standpoint of the new generation of athlete and African-American businessman coming up and see how he moves through business and how he conducts himself inside the eye of the public, and would have any issue with him, his role model, his track record, and what he's done. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Out of all these, no, I'm telling you, out of all these years he's been in the spotlight, what is the one bad decision you can even say he made?
Listen, what I'm saying. I'm asking you a question about the mindset and what it like. Once again, are we going to continue to be Jordans and LeBrons and Barkleys, or are we going to be Irv Gotti's, Dame Dashes? To some extent, whatever. I'm saying.
Well, I don't think you need. First off, I think LeBron James.
Yeah.
I think the LeBron James and the Kyrie Irvings of the world have both. They kind of have different mindsets, but I think they're both positive in what we need. I think the LeBron James and the Kyrie Irvings of the world have far exceeded the Michael Jordans and the Charles Barkley of the world and the Irv Gottis and the Dame Dashes. And if you want to look at in retrospect, yeah, I think LeBron James is more of a Jay-Z kind of guy. Except I think he does a little bit more for us than the Jay-Z. And I think Kyrie is the Dame Dash kind of guy where, look, I don't care. This is how I feel. This is what I'm doing. Except he does it a different way. I honestly think Kyrie was genuine about the post and everything he said. I think they got took to a place they didn't have to go. Same thing with LeBron. LeBron is doing damage control because probably in LeBron's mind, look, LeBron might 100% agree with Kyrie Irving. But in LeBron's mind, it's like, you know what? I got to say this to stay in this light, to keep getting these tools, to keep doing what I'm doing over here. Let me finish. Can I finish?
Go ahead.
It's the whole situation or the conversation about the inside and outside game that they said they played back in the day when it came to Malcolm and Martin. It's the same inside outside game when you hear about the story about the spook at the door, about the young man who was an FBI agent, who all of his peers in his community thought that he was a fraud until they realized the end game and what he was doing. He worked for the organization to get information to help his people. So we don't know the end game, A. B, LeBron James has not done anything. Honestly, LeBron James ain't a bad role model at all. If you have an issue,
so you keep trying to make me say
I'm
not saying that. At no point am I saying that.
You said it was fake woke.
I said, but you can be a good role model, be fake woke, bro. You can, like what I'm saying. You can't just because like, and I'm not saying he a bad person. I'm just saying that what he does is he gaslights, bro, and he jumps in front of trains when they going to be on the bandwagon. That's why he got to backtrack and go back and be like, man, I was tripping by Kyrie. Because when he's on that air, when the NBA and the big companies like, man, get him out of here. He was on that train, man. Yeah, man, shit, he need to be die. But now, as that momentum stopped going and people start seeing, and the public eye start saying, man, hold up, man, they tripping with Kyrie, and he heard that them voices. I'm gonna come back and do damage control because I care about what the people think about me. But what I'm saying is that I would love for people like LeBron at this point to not have to do the first, to not have to just because they said, and why he has to say it with them when they say it is because they got somewhat, my hands is so tied with them. But I'm just asking the question, at what point are you going to untie your hands? Not saying you got to be like Dame Dash to the way he acts, but I'm talking about the mindset where I'm going to do it on my own. I'm not going to keep being tied to y'all so that I can't be Kyrie.
I think black people as a whole, black billionaires, black athletes, black business moguls, all of that. We've had them for a while, but I do think that it's still new. I mean, you look at like my parents dealt with segregation and stuff like that. So this black wealth is new. So we're kind of like looking at the pioneers of our black wealth renaissance, if that's what you want to call it. Okay. And it's going to take steps to get there. I think we're doing it. I think the example of what Kanye is going through, regardless of how you feel about him, is example of that. I think what Dame Dash went through, even with his peers who were the same skin color as him, gives you an example of that. I think even LeBron James with some of his backpedaling are examples of that. I think what Deion Sanders is going through right now, the fact that long as he was at Jackson State winning, it was fine. The moment one of these Power 5 schools are entertaining bringing Deion on, now they want to bring up dirt. And the only dirt that they can find is stuff like, oh, your prime academy's graduation rate was low. Yeah. So, it's stuff like that that we as a people who are in those seats, who are dealing, even Jay-Z, however you feel about him.
But I'm saying,
I'm saying, even Jay-Z, however you feel about him, it's still tables you got to sit at and games you got to play until we own the table, and we don't own the table. We're getting seats at the table,
but we own. But
now we got to own the table, and it's a process.
What I'm saying, like when you talk about Deion and going to a Power 5, like why would I go to a Power 5?
Oh, he told you why. He told you straight up why. He says, "Look, my lifestyle doesn't change, but I got coaches whose lifestyle will change if I do this, and the influence I can have." What I did here at Jackson State to bring in the next coach and then go to a Power 5 school and bring in the recruits I want to bring in.
No, man. Why would I go to a Power 5? Why would I just go?
Why would he not?
Why would I just go to, if it was like, why? This is what I'm talking about.
Well, first off, he didn't say he was going to go.
No.
His name was just thrown in the hat. Yeah. And then because his name was thrown in the hat, then all of this other bullshit just came up out of nowhere. And the comparison was, well, all the bullshit Lane Kiffin did, he keep getting Power 5 jobs, and he keep getting these top tier jobs, and y'all ain't saying nothing. He didn't say he was going.
Yeah, no. But I'm not saying he said he was going, but I'm saying like, my mindset is like, if I just showed you, I done took Jackson State in 3 years, 4 years to what it is now, to, the only reason we not in 2025 because we don't play enough teams. You know what I'm saying? Why would I go to another HBCU and do the same thing, man? Why would I go to the Power 5 knowing that going to that Power 5 is gonna bleed them kids that went to HBCUs? Why don't we just go to HBCUs and blow them up, man? There's no reason for it besides the thought, oh, they got better facilities. That don't make sense, bro. That don't make sense because you talk about the best players ever went to the HBCUs. So your track record is when everybody's going to UCLA and going to all these big schools. Jerry Rice is at Mississippi Valley State, man. What's called at Alcorn State, man. What's called was at Blinn. What's like, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's not I don't care about that. What I'm saying is, why is he not good enough?
No, it's not. It's not about him being good enough, bro.
No, we ain't talking about the conversation you trying to roll. That ain't what we're talking about. I'm talking about the thing what I was speaking of and the examples I were given are we're just now getting seats at the table. And when we get seats at the table, and it looks like we're starting to get more seats at the table, that's when they start putting up even more bullshit ass hurdles and roadblocks, what I've been speaking about. Well, I didn't say that Deion wants to go.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm literally saying his name was thrown in the pot for it. And once his name was thrown in the pot, then all of a sudden, shit, you got all these out the woodworks. There's an issue with Coach Prime.
Yeah.
Going, he's good enough for HBCU.
Yeah.
But he ain't good enough for this. And that's bullshit.
Well, what I'm saying is, so what, in my mind.
It ain't about, no, we ain't talking about that.
Okay, well, I'm saying that's just a trick. That's a game, bro.
It's not a trick or a game.
No,
what are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying, because that was saying the Power Five have power. But what I'm saying is the power in the Power Five is not a bunch of white boys from Minnesota. The power in the Power Five is because they get the best athletes from all over the country to come to them schools. If those best athletes who are majority black didn't go to them schools, we seen Texas. What happened in Texas? We seen when Penn State. We seen Notre Dame. When they stopped getting those athletes, they trash, right? So what I'm saying
that's
is
not the issue though, and that's not the issue.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. So is it really a Power Five school? The perception of Power Five is based on the talent. So why would, if the talent decided I'm not going to Power Five, then we don't give it, like they don't talk about UCLA like that no more.
So let me ask you a question.
What?
Example purposes only.
Yeah.
Let's say, is T.O. on Coach Prime's coaching staff?
Who?
I know.
No. T.O.
He went down to help. He went down to something. But let's just say Terrell Owens is on Coach Prime's coaching staff in Jackson State.
Boom.
And he's ready. He's up and coming.
Boom.
What good would it do to have Coach Prime just stay in Jackson State? And he has someone equal name, equal talent,
T.O.
equal draw, and Terrell Owens.
Yeah.
To become the head coach.
Why?
All right, and let me ask a question.
Okay, yeah.
So boom. T.O. is there.
T.O.'s there.
Now
Prime should leave, right?
Now, he should leave. He could leave.
Okay.
Now let me finish.
Okay.
There's an opening at Florida State.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders' alma mater.
Yeah.
I got 10 black coaches. I got a coaching staff of 10 black coaches. I'm finna bring with me.
Yeah.
And I'm finna go to Florida State.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna recruit where I recruit best in Florida.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Why would I go to FAMU?
Florida State is my alma mater.
Why would I go to? But I'm saying, like,
I mean, I can go to FAMU, or I can have a coaching, or I can pull some Bill Belichick, and I can have someone on my coaching tree that's at FAMU. So now I have someone. No, let me finish. So now I got. So whoa. Let me finish. So now I have someone at FAMU. I got someone at Jackson State. I got somebody at Howard. I have somebody at Prairie View. And now I went to Florida State, and I'm building a whole new coaching tree. Why does it have to just stop at an HBCU?
I'm telling you.
Why can't I go?
Tell you why.
No, why does it have to just stop at HBCU? Our players ain't just stopping at HBCU,
and that's the problem.
That's not the problem.
That's the problem.
That's not the problem.
That is the exact problem.
Well, hold on, time. Are we done with your LeBron James rant?
Yeah, we've been done with that.
So what's the third thing you will write about?
Let's go right there, bro.
I would like to know what the third thing is to write about.
But I want you to understand my point. What I'm saying is the power in the Power Five, the wealth, all that at Florida State is on the backs of who?
Black people.
Okay. So just like the way I'm seeing it, it's like I love my daddy. I'm not talking about my daddy. I'm just talking about, my proverbial dad. He used to beat the shit out of me, though. You know what I'm saying? He used to punch me in the eye every day, but I love him, right? So I'm not finna go back and be like, shit, I'm going to send my son to my daddy because he going to love him, and he going to love him, but I know he going to punch shit out of him, man. Florida State, all these Power 5 schools been punching shit out their kids for the last, as long as they've had black athletes in there. So what I'm saying is, that all their prestige, everything that makes them good or great, cuts by 75% if you take the black athletes out. So why do I care about Florida State? I understand that I went there, but I also understand that they were raping me and they raping my people. and they continue to do that, man.
Florida State was raping their people.
All the schools because
I've never heard Deion Sanders speak ill about Florida State.
All the schools, all the NCAA was a business of using athletes to gain money for white men, mostly white men. That was their motto. That was their creed. That's how they operated. So who they take advantage of the most? There were several thousands of white people that were taken advantage of too, but there were more black athletes. So many to the point, like there's so much money that they were making to the point where they had to come and be like, look, nah, man, we gotta this is impossible. Y'all are making so much money that is criminal that y'all don't pay these kids. It's criminal.
Can I ask you a question?
It's criminal.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Were the HBCUs making money off these kids as well?
No.
Whoa, let me finish. So Texas Southern University.
Yeah.
Were they making money off of athletes?
No.
Texas Southern University.
No.
Didn't make any money off of athletes.
No.
So
why?
Texas Southern University's football program didn't make any money for the university off the backs of their athletes without paying them.
I'm saying that
I'm asking that question.
You had at the back
because the whole issue was that college institutions were making money off of their athletes without paying them. They were making money for the school.
They're making
some of that.
Making loads of money, not just regular money.
Listen to what I'm saying, Boog. It doesn't matter if it was $1 million.
Hell yeah, it matters.
Listen to what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if it was $1 million or $20,000. If I was making that money off of you and I wasn't giving you any of it, I wronged you. Am I correct?
No, you're incorrect, bro.
I'm incorrect.
Yes.
How am I incorrect?
Because if I gave you a scholarship that's worth $75,000, and in that space you played football for me, and we totaled $20,000 off of you, right? That exchange is not criminal. But if I made
you ain't paying me nothing.
But if I made $5 and $6 million off of you, bro. Like, I'm not saying what I feel. I'm saying what the court said.
I'm not telling you what I feel. It's still criminal. You just owe me more money.
No, I'm saying the court said because of the amounts of money they were making, it was criminal. Like if it's a small, like just like your taxes, bro. If you make a certain amount of money, that's not a criminal, bro. That's not this. You're not even in a bracket, bro.
It doesn't.
You don't even have to report this.
That's why they're different tax brackets. No. Time out. That's wrong. That's why they're different tax brackets. I have to pay the taxes that I'm supposed to within those tax brackets.
Yeah.
Now I can be in a certain tax bracket and I'm taxed more because I make more money.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't care if I make $10,000 or $10 million.
Yeah.
I have to pay taxes on both. So in the example that you're giving me, the example was I made money whether if it was 10,000 or 10 million and didn't pay the tax. And so the court case that was settled was saying these college institutions didn't pay their students. And that's why you have these NIL deals now where students can get paid because students weren't getting paid. But college institutions were making money off of those programs. Texas Southern University did not make the money that Alabama made. But at the same time, Texas Southern made money off athletes and didn't pay the athletes.
But I'm saying, hold on.
No.
It's a caviat though.
There's no caveat because in that example, both HBCUs and whoever other school you want to mention, both were a part of the same crime. So don't make it seem like that a Power 5 did this and a HBCU didn't do it. No, they both did it. It's just that maybe a Power 5 made way more money than the HBCU, but they both were guilty of it.
But I'm saying that the HBCU is in a different position than the Power 5. HBCU, well, I'm saying if they do make money off the just to make it clear, to give an example, HBCUs don't go play other HBCUs to get a check. HBCUs go play Power 5 schools to get a check because most HBCUs are operating at negative to begin with. That's why it's different. Like saying that, I made $30,000 on the football team, but shit, I'm $600,000 in the hole as a school.
But you got to add caveats to it because a lot of these HBCUs don't have TV contracts.
Once again, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying. So there's less money to be had. So the money that could be made is not the same as and once again, like I'm saying, it's not a singular picture. It's a big picture.
Still don't.
Texas don't have to hold up. Texas has a bank account that's probably bigger than all the SWAC put together. So you have that big a bank account and enough money where you are, and then you get more money off students. Whereas HBCU is in the negative, and we breaking even or getting maybe a surplus on football. We don't even have all the sports. Most HBCUs.
So let me ask a question.
We don't have enough money to have all the sports.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Does that make it right?
We're not talking about right or wrong.
Yes, we are.
No, we're talking about
100%. If you ain't talking about right or wrong, then why we talking about it?
I'm saying that
if you're not talking about right or wrong and the root principle about it, then why we talking about it?
Listen,
because if that's the case, then it makes it okay for me to do this crime over here because at that point, it makes it okay for me to do something over here because of the monetary gain or negative that I'm already in.
I'm saying
so it's cool for me to go kick all these people and shoot them and take their money, or it's cool for me to sell drugs to these people already because they are already suffering in the poor community. I'm suffering too. One of us needs to get out, so let me get out.
No. I'm saying that the severity of the crime has a lot to do with how egregious you are. So I'm saying if HBCU is egregious 10% and y'all egregious 340%, you can't judge us the same.
No, that's what I'm not saying. I'm saying that both are responsible 20%. The only difference is my 20% ain't the same as your 20%. But we still wrong. We still wrong for stealing the 20%.
How about
should have stole it?
So if you go in the store and steal $10 and I go in that same store and steal $20,000, who they give more time to?
Well, you're gonna give more time because you broke a federal law.
Okay, why I broke a law though?
It's a federal law.
But why?
There's a certain percentage of money that you stole.
Because the more money means it's more severe.
No, I didn't say that.
I didn't say that.
I said the principle. No. I'm telling you, and see, that's different.
That's the same thing, bro.
That's not the same thing.
So you telling me?
Prime example. It's not the same thing. And I'll give you an example.
Go ahead.
When I sit in the tax office, and I have to pay back taxes for whatever mistake I made, it was a $5,000 mistake.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sitting in the same tax office with the lady next to me that made a $5 million mistake.
Yeah.
We're both getting taxed for making those mistakes, and we both have to pay back taxes on those mistakes. The only difference is I was working with a smaller amount of money than she was.
Yeah.
We both got punished for damn near the same situation or same issue. So but the only difference is no. It is no. This is fact.
Hold on.
No, this is fact.
Hold on, I'm asking.
The only difference is she made $5+ million. I made $60,000+.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
What question?
We still have to get the same interview with the same IRS agent.
No, but
we still have to pay the same back taxes to the IRS.
Hold on, okay.
Except that her bill is larger than my bill.
Hold on, but okay, if she doesn't pay, what's her penalty versus if you don't pay? What's your penalty if you don't pay? It's not the same time as she
My penalty if I don't pay is bank garnishment, property garnishment, the same as hers. If she don't pay, it's bank garnishment, property garnishment, and after all of that shit, if I still owe, I can do jail time just like she can. So don't try to make it seem like
that. Hold on. You think
it's
you're telling me?
It's I know.
You know that if I have $5 million and $5,000, I'm in the same amount of trouble.
Yes. If I owe $5 million, they can seize my bank account. If I owe $10,000, they can seize my bank account.
But
is that right or wrong?
Hold up.
Right or wrong?
What you're saying is right, but there's
right.
more there's more things they could do to you. Like if I owe $5,000. They can do this, that, and the other. If I owe $5 million, they can do this, that.
Yeah, probably because if I owe $5 million, I have more assets.
No, because it's more money.
If I owe $5 million, I have more assets than the person who owes $5,000.
Not necessarily.
All right, bro.
Hold up. No,
this is a stupid argument.
No,
because you know what I'm saying.
Hold on, no. This is what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying.
This is what I'm saying. if
You're trying to make it sound like that you owe taxes, but yours is more egregious because you owe this and that. No, it's not, bro. We both owe back taxes, or we both robbed from a group of people. It's all egregious. The fuckery and the robbery is all egregious. So don't make it sound like because the HBCU was already in the red, so it's cool that they robbed, but the Power 5 wasn't all the way in the red, so it ain't cool that they robbed. Nah, my nigga, it's fucked up. The whole way that it was played out or placed out, it's fucked up.
No,
don't try to make it seem like that this group or this school is
different,
the lesser of the evil because they had lesser money to play with,
bro.
If you want to advocate for people going to HBCUs, do that, but don't try to make it seem like Tennessee is the devil, but TSU not.
That's what I'm saying. So you telling me that a school that's operating in the red, that's making a program happen, right? So that's why I'm saying it's different, bro. It's totally different. I'm an HBCU. Let's say TSU in Tennessee. We know for the last 10 years TSU has been in financial shambles. We know that. They still put a football team out there every year, right? Mm-hmm. So when they get the money from West College and let's say they got a positive in football of 40,000, that's totally different from Tennessee, who got 40 million in the bank and they get $1 million, and they got 40 million they made from each player over a 4-year period. So that's $1 billion some dollars, or close to $500,000, right? So you're saying that both of these schools should be punished the same?
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Let me ask you a question. When the verdict came down, both schools got the verdict where they where players were allowed to get paid, right? If I'm going by your logic, how come the verdict wasn't, you know what, these schools is making this abundance, y'all got to pay these players. The schools that are in the red, y'all ain't got to pay them.
That pretty much was it, bro.
So you mean to tell me the kid is at TSU can't get an NIL deal?
No, watch this. Watch this. The first set of kids that sued was Michigan hockey players, right? And now Michigan football over a football game, right? TSU, all them schools that wasn't on them, because at first on the games you went the Power 5 teams, and then the smaller schools like TSU, they paid the conferences. They didn't pay the schools. They paid the conferences.
Okay.
So TSU, they wouldn't get no money from that. The conference was. So what I'm saying is, when them Michigan players are winning, them TSU players, because they're the poor school, because the HBCU, they ain't getting that money from the back pay from the NIL. They ain't getting that. The back pay from all them years, like, yeah, for these years y'all can get back. No, we ain't getting that. So what I'm saying is, when Ohio State does something that's in that mold.
What does NIL stand for? Name and likeness. So the first lawsuits.
Name, intellect.
So the first lawsuits.
Yeah.
They weren't necessarily about that. They were about, I'm playing such and such. I see number 10 jerseys everywhere, number 5 jerseys everywhere, but I ain't seeing none of that money. Mm-hmm. That jersey is being sold because of what I'm doing on this court.
Yeah.
Isn't that the basis of the lawsuit? Isn't that why the O'Bannon brothers sued? Because their likeness was in a game.
Yeah.
And they weren't getting no bread from it.
Yeah.
That's why they sued.
They sued because the school and West College was making money, but they weren't. Yeah. So what I'm saying is,
essentially, if I went to TSU, and I was number 8, and I'm playing NCAA, and number 8 is a 5 running back at TSU, because TSU was on the game, I should be suing.
But you can't even. But once again, because I'm at HBCU and they ain't paid TSU, because we ain't even got the real number right.
No, they paid the conference.
They paid the conference. So I
don't care. I don't care if they paid TSU or the conference. I'm suing whoever is getting paid for my likeness.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying
it's not my fault that TSU or any other one of these schools didn't have the business to get paid directly from that and not getting paid through the conference, or just the conference being a representative of them. Now, when you start talking about so many schools that are independent, that weren't a part of a conference, then But I'm pretty sure the Pac-10, those schools in the Pac-10 didn't get paid. The Pac-10 got paid. I'm pretty sure when you look at the Big Ten, when you look at
got paid.
No, I think the Big Ten, whatever the Pac, whatever, all of that shit, I think just like how the SWAC got paid, the conferences got paid. Now, when you start talking about Oregon and like a player's jersey being sold at the stadium, the school gets paid for that. Yes.
So you don't. I'm right now. I'm just asking. I don't know. I'm just asking. You don't think like Ohio State was like, or Texas was like, man? Now, like I think Texas, them big schools notorious for doing things like making their contracts like, nah, you can't just put us with the pack. You know, so we got to have autonomy in the pack. I'm just asking.
But Texas can do that.
So can Ohio State.
Ohio State can do that.
Michigan.
Okay, you're naming schools who can pick and choose where they want to go.
Okay, yeah, but what I'm saying is this. I'm saying that in that.
So you're naming the elite of the elite.
Yeah, but in that note, going all the way back, what I'm saying is that if the great athletes went to the HBCUs for a 10-year run, then all that power that Michigan State has and Ohio State has, and all these quote unquote Power Fives, like.
Oh, we're back on that. Okay,
they wouldn't have that power. They wouldn't because the power comes from the players. So that being said, what I'm saying about Deion, I'm thinking the reason why I say FAMU, why not go to FAMU and have your coaching tree go to these HBCUs? Just because the ownership and the part where it's like we're dictating us, not they're saying they're good. Like I told you how I feel about cooking shows, bro. Like that's the same motto, bro. It's like you got people who you never in your lifetime would say, man, them Irishmen sure that we cooking, bro.
But they do though.
Them Irish, but you don't. Nah, man. Irish people cook great Irish food, but they don't cook great Italian food, bro.
See, me and you got a different mindset because, I don't believe just because I'm black, I got to go to HBCU. I believe that you go to whatever institution suits you best for the outcome you want and what you want to do. So if you think, or if you want to go to Rice and you visited both situations and you've chosen, hey, look, you know what? I think Rice is the campus for me.
Yeah.
I'm not finna sit here and be like, oh man, you tripping. You need to go to TSU. You need to go to PV. You need to go to HBCU. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say, you know what? If Rice suits you best, go to Rice. Same way with the cooking shows. I'm not going to an Irish restaurant to get the fire Italian food. If I'm going to an Irish restaurant, I'm going to the Irish restaurant because I want to get, good Irish food. You're gonna be disappointed if you go to the Irish restaurant and order spaghetti, my nigga.
No. But I'm saying this. I'm just saying the cooking shows, like it'd be people who are like, I travel the world and taste the food, and I respect they journey, but in the same breath, man, every time like this is my grandpa recipe. I'm from Matamoros, and they're like, well, it doesn't have enough so and so, and it's like, what media does is they really be making people forget about authenticity, right? Because you start having experts and people, and you can have experts, but in the same breath, it's like, man, ain't no way in the world Ernie can tell Charles Barkley about some basketball, bro. Like that's why it's the best show, because it's more athletes than it is Skip Bayless can't tell me about it. Skip Bayless just be arguing, bro. That's why they had to break up, because after a while it's like, man, ain't that one of y'all ever really played at this level? We need some people who have played at this level to have this type of energy, man. We got to bring in Michael Irvin, man. We got to bring in Shannon, because he not only has a journalistic view of it, but man, I've been in the trenches, man. I've produced in these moments. I can give you a firsthand account of like, yeah, I was side by side with John Elway. I can tell you what he was emoting, how he was talking to his troops. Skip Bayless will tell you what he heard I was in the back of the locker room, or I came at, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but when you have people who are commenting on the game or commenting on fashion or whatever, and they're not a part of it, we're just commenting on it. Yeah, we do it here when we talk about music, or we do it here when we talk about business, or the lack of business that we feel some people are doing. Like, we all do it. So you can't knock that. If you're knocking that, then you're knocking actually what you do. We comment on things that we're not experts on. Hell, doing big business, we're not experts on big business. We haven't done enough big business to be able to critique some of the big business that some of these businessmen, these billionaires are doing.
Oh, my business is big business, baby.
No, it's not, bro.
All my Benny B, Benny, baby.
It's not at all. What's your third thing that you're not right about? Because right now, an hour and 33 minutes in, you haven't been right about
I've been
anything.
What's the other one that I was right about? Oh man, have you been to Wakanda yet?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
But you're probably wrong about it.
Bruh. Remember I was telling you it was Mexicans against black folks?
Oh, I never refuted that. If you know the story, you didn't know the story.
But Neymar was not from Mexico, bro.
Boy, he's from Atlantis.
He's
Atlantean or whatever they call it.
And they were in the Asian Ocean, bro.
Okay, so why you? So what is your? I don't understand.
Okay, well you see it, you see what I'm talking about.
I don't understand your beef between the blacks and Mexicans.
You see what I'm talking about? Like, man, I didn't. To me, that was kind of subliminal, and like, why, man?
Do you even know the how the conflict in the comic book though?
Yeah, they ain't really beef like that in the comic book. In fact, they ended up being, first off, T'Challa wasn't dead in the comic book.
Well, okay. He wasn't dead in the comic book because Chadwick Boseman is T'Challa.
I'm talking about, but the story, like, they ain't have to do that, bro. Man, they ain't have to do that.
So your beef is you wanted them to recast T'Challa?
No, well, that's another conversation. But my also beef is that, bro, the first time I seen it, I was like, man, that's Aztec, bro. They're going to make this to where it's some kind of Hispanic tie and it's going to be Mexicans and black folks, man. Then, man, they shouldn't have done that, bro. They shouldn't have done that, bro. I mean,
you should be more upset about the fact that no Avengers attended T'Challa's funeral.
That was whack too.
You should be more upset about that.
I'm not upset about any of it.
You should be extremely upset if there wasn't a Dr. Doom sighting.
Oh, no Dr. Doom.
Yeah, you should be extremely upset then.
I mean, not really, because see what I'm saying is like they changing the story. So
well, you got to change it for cinematic purposes, though.
I mean, you can change. You can just change it because you want to change it. Like
everything's been changed. I mean, even Infinity Wars has changed.
Yeah, you can change it because you're rewriting the story. Like I'm a comic book reader, and I used to I understand some of the things are different, but I'm not perturbed about the changes. Even though sometimes you be like, wait. You got to write your story how you want. You can't just take their story, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you can't be mad then.
But no, what I'm saying is that, man, in this climate, bro, like, they ain't have to do it like that, man. They ain't have to do it like that, man.
So you want a white-on-white crime like Aquaman? Or you want a black-on-black crime?
I'm like, why couldn't we just beat up some Russians again or something like that, man?
Oh, so you want to go beat up Russians again?
Just some Caucasians, man. That's all. Of all the world, of all the places in the world, we somehow get some Latinos beating up some Africans.
Well, you didn't see Eternals, did you?
I did see Eternals.
Then you would have realized that it was already going to be Spanish descent with Neymar when they gifted his culture of people the knife in Eternals many moons before Neymar was even born. So you missed that part, didn't you?
I probably did, but
yeah. So you would have already known.
You haven't seen the movie though, so if you watch the movie,
I know enough.
But they don't,
just because I haven't seen the movie doesn't mean I haven't seen the movie.
That doesn't play a part in it at all.
What? The fact that his lineage doesn't play a part in it?
Yep. Nope.
He's Mexican, right?
You gotta see the movie.
Did you see the lineage of people who were gifted the knife?
You gotta see the movie, man. They gave him an origin for what you call it.
They gave him who?
They gave him it's an original story in there of Neymar.
I mean, I get what they're doing. They got to build the next phase. So this whole Neymar Wakanda thing, it has to set some groundwork for some things that are coming down the pike, especially with the King, the Conqueror shit, and all this multiverse shit. A lot of shit had to change.
I got to see it.
Trust me, I probably know more about the movie before seeing it than, because that's what I dig into the shit. But what I'm saying is, I think they were going to go down one direction, and then Chadwick Boseman died, so they had to switch it up.
I think the movie was it was okay. It wasn't bad, but man, they tripped out, man. Not even with the Mexican black people part, but just like the climax, I was like,
don't tell me you mad about the females in charge.
No.
I was finna say, because
but
it was already a lot of girl power, even when T'Challa was alive.
First off, it's trauma porn, bro. It's kind of trauma porn, man. Like
I think a lot of shit in America is trauma porn. So
yeah, but this is. I'm like, cause man, like, why? First, when his daddy died.
Yeah, that had to happen.
But I'm saying, man, why we gotta have the same story? Like, even in Africa, you can't have a father, man.
That's not true. He had a father.
But who? Okay.
And then he can visit him at the ancestral plane.
Who?
So he never was really dead.
Who was the other father figure in Black Panther?
What you mean?
Who was the father figure? Who? Like, what character had a dad they went to?
Well, both T'Challa and Killmonger had a father to go to.
Yeah, but no.
Yes,
Killmonger's father was dead.
He visited him in the ancestral plane.
Killmonger's father.
100%. He visited his father in the ancestral plane. Killmonger's father was T'Challa's dad's brother.
Yeah.
And he killed him for treason.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is this. I'm saying.
I found panther claws in my daddy's chest.
Yeah. I'm saying
he
that.
had a daddy. He knew his daddy. Bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, in the movie,
he was parented well.
Listen, in the movie, was he parented well?
Yeah, his daddy was a great father until I found panther claws in my daddy's chest.
In the movie,
bad acting, by the way.
Throughout the movie, like, they didn't like. There wasn't any dads. Like, just I'm talking about spattered throughout the movie. It was two dads. Them the only two dads in the movie, right?
No.
Who else had a dad?
The ancestral plane was full of fathers.
Get out of here, bro. I'm talking about like Winston Duke.
M'Baga.
Yeah, M'Baga.
Well, they don't show you the backstory. He has a father.
Okay, but I know he had a father. I'm not saying they didn't have dad. I'm saying like
Winston Duke's character has a father.
But where was he at?
Well, I gotta show you. You're not in the fucking comic.
Where was
Captain America's dad? See, gotcha.
But he's 50 years old. But
it don't matter what was his dad.
Okay, but we know about Tony Stark's dad. And yeah, Captain America's dad. Oh no, that's right.
Yeah, Tony Stark's dad technically was an absentee father until we had the backstory to find out he was saving the world.
Yeah, but
to Tony Stark, he was an absentee father.
But he still was
absentee
present.
Father.
He was present.
Where the hell is Wolverine's father?
You don't know Wolverine. He don't know his father. He don't know. So we don't know. He don't know.
Well, Sabretooth knew. Where's Sabretooth's father?
Sabretooth don't know either.
Well, if you go about the movie, Sabretooth knows.
It's about 12 different versions of
what happened to Bruce Wayne? Where's Bruce Wayne's father?
He got killed.
Okay, same thing with Killmonger.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Stop making this so they taking away black fathers even in movies, because they're not.
They are, man.
No, they're not, bro.
Why couldn't he be in the movie? Why couldn't he have his dad?
Who?
Everybody.
They did.
Why couldn't they have dad through the whole movie and be able to hug his dad in the movie?
Literally, Killmonger, not literally, T'Challa, him and his dad had a great relationship. They ruled Wakanda together.
What you mean he died?
Nigga, he died in one movie. In the theory of the movie, in the backstory, T'Challa and his father ruled Wakanda.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, they ruled Wakanda.
How come they couldn't rule till they both died of old age? Why he had to get killed in front of him, man?
Because that ain't how the comic and the story went.
But they can change it the other way.
Furthermore, if T'Challa...
Why couldn't you just get the arm blown off, man? Why couldn't you just been, in a wheelchair?
See, you require too much nonsense.
What you mean? I'm saying, man, let them live, man. Why can't we make our fantasy just fantastic? Like, a great black movie, man. One of the greatest black movies that people don't give credit for, man. The Equalizer, man. That's a great black movie, man. That is a great black movie. At no point in that movie do you ever think Denzel gonna ever you're like, oh, he got this. Oh, he got this too.
What's his dad in the movie?
But he was a father figure to the dude. Like, yeah.
I'm talking about, there's a lot of father figures in Black Panther.
Name 3.
T'Challa.
To who?
All the little African kids. M'Baku. To his tribe. Not to mention Forrest Whitaker's bad acting ass. He was a father figure to T'Challa after his dad died.
He was kind of...
Not to mention
why you got to get killed then?
Who got killed?
Forrest Whitaker too.
Because he was a whole ass nigga.
See what I'm saying, man?
Because he stood by when they put panther claws in my daddy. He stood by.
Once again, bro.
Again, you're asking way too much.
No, the greatest...
Like you're making... what is it? You're asking way too much.
You ever seen Superfly?
Superfly?
Yeah.
Man, I seen that bullshit.
At no point was...
That's when the nigga had fish in his platforms when he got out of jail?
No, that's I'm gonna get you, sucker. Dirty mother, don't you say that. I'm gonna teach you the crime. Just don't pay.
Say, man, you know what? I'm gonna keep it a buck.
That's what I'm saying. But I just showed you the greatest black film ever, or one of the greatest black films. Why can't we have more movies like Equalizer, where the black dude don't have no, like, the whole, all he do is be great. That's all he do is be great. That's what. No, man, this nigga died, man. Why he had to die?
Because he died in real life.
So did the Joker. They brought a new Joker. They brought in my 4 or 5 more Jokers. Come on, Joker. Come on. Why? That he died in real life. They should bring a care. I'm not on that soapbox, but
you on that soapbox?
No, I'm not.
I mean, you literally just said why he had to die, because the man died in real life.
But I'm talking about, okay, why that had to die in the first movie? Why can't we have this movie where ain't nobody in Denzel in Equalizer? Nobody dies that Denzel fucks with, man.
Because that was the whole plot of the movie, so you can get the Avengers war against each other.
Nobody dies in Denzel Washington movies that's down with Denzel when he's Equalizer.
You know what, bro? I'm gonna say this, bro, and I don't say this often.
What?
This last take. This last take.
Hold on.
No. I'm gonna say it, bro. It's gonna be harsh, but I'm gonna say it.
What?
This last take.
Yeah.
It's an idiot take.
Dog. Okay.
It's idiocracy. That's what it is.
They have like Bruce Lee has a couple of movies where at no point are you concerned that Bruce Lee is not gonna kick somebody's ass. You know it's ass kicking time. Chuck Norris. Let me think. Tom Cruise.
Chadwick Boseman and T'Challa were set to be the face of the franchise moving forward in the next phases.
Now, of Marvel?
Of Marvel, 100%. Chadwick Boseman and Black Panther were set to be the face of Marvel in the next upcoming phases. And unfortunately, Chadwick Boseman passed away. So now they have to scramble. I think that's what Jonathan Majors is about to be with this Kang Dynasty and stuff. But that's a big void to fill and a big talent to fill. So you got to fill it with multiple people.
I don't want to get us our podcast. Man, I can say something about Chadwick Boseman, man. I'm like,
you can't, bro. If you say anything bad about Chadwick Boseman, then you got to get out of my house for the rest of the month.
It's not bad about him.
Don't say it, bro. You're not saying it, bro. I will end the podcast.
Well, it's not about him.
I'm gonna end the podcast.
It's not about him.
I'm about to end the podcast.
No, listen, let me finish what I'm saying. It's not about him. I'm just asking. You don't think it's funny sometimes when they be having like the non-English actors playing? I mean, you have English actors playing roles with accents. Like when they like you get a whole set of people and it'd be like, yeah, and it's cut like, I'm really from England and this is really how I talk. And, blow like Idris Elba or whatever, and like that's kind of like the reverse of Chadwick Boseman, man, because it's like they made most of the people around them African, and they made 2 of the leads American. That was kind of strange, I thought. So he had to create an accent. So they had to pick a country.
Where's Lupita from?
Lupita, she is Nigerian, but where is she from? I know she's got a Nigerian parents though. But
name me the actors around him that weren't from America, that were actually from Africa.
Everybody but Angela Bassett.
Where's Winston Duke from?
Oh, okay. Angela Bassett. That's another weird one. Angela Bassett, Winston Duke.
Time out. Shuri, where is she from?
Shuri who?
His sister, the young lady who plays the sister. Where is she from?
She's Nigerian by England.
Thank you. She's from England.
Is she from England or is she Nigerian by England?
I just know she's from England. And everything I've seen her in, she's had this English accent.
Yeah. But I bet her parents talk like that.
That might be from Nigeria and they moved to England. Yeah. She's from England, maybe.
She's Nigerian, English, American. I mean, she's English, Nigerian.
I mean, Chadwick Boseman did his what's called, so he told you where he was from. He just happened to live in America. So what'd you beef for?
Sorry, I ain't beefing. That's what I'm saying, bro. I said it wasn't a beef. I just said it's
I respected all of your points, but this one. This point, my sir, is bullshit.
The last point.
The last point you just tried to make is bullshit.
No, man. For real, though. Like,
And you know what? No, I would not let you.
Black movies.
No, time out.
What?
And we're not talking about black movies anymore. I would not let you soil the great name of Chadwick Boseman.
I ain't saw that man
and
name.
our King T'Challa of Wakanda. And on that note, sir, you are on timeout.
How you gonna put me on timeout for not liking something, bro?
No, I'm putting you on timeout for your idiot take. This last one, only one I don't respect.
Look,
and you got 2 minutes, and we're out because it's too late for this nonsense.
So okay, call me crazy.
You are,
right? But I like it when like Black Dynamite, when like at no point in the movie,
Black Dynamite.
When at no point in the movie are you ever worried about the black person being in danger? Like he's the baddest, or he is the coldest, or he's like.
I'm gonna say it, Black Dynamite should have died 10 times,
and he didn't. Just like Action Jackson, bro. He had that one scene, like I can maybe one scene where you're like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? I gotta break free to show how cold I am. But other than that, man, I want the whole movie.
First off, Fiendish Dr. Wu should have killed Black Dynamite at least 3 times. Secondly, Dynamite alone was a menace to the community. You have a orphanage.
A orphanage.
You have a orphanage, my nigga. You literally have a whole house and an orphanage.
He was telling you how we can work, how we can use our talents to generate money to help those less fortunate in the community.
Let's look at this. Black Dynamite was an ex-military assassin / government henchman.
Yeah.
That turned pimp.
Yeah.
That ran a whorehouse and an orphanage.
Yeah.
It ran around beating up people in the city.
Yeah.
And he had an issue with the Fiendish Dr. Wu.
Yeah.
And the man.
Yeah.
Holding his community back.
Yeah.
But he's selling cock in the community and other stuff.
I don't think he was selling any. Okay, so I don't think he was. I think that first off, a mutual agreement between 2 adults shouldn't be legal. 1, 2.
It shouldn't be illegal.
Okay, 2.
But how old are the horse? Is he checking ID?
I think Black Dynamite would know ID. He probably have a look. He can know. You know.
Black Dynamite probably was smashing every whore that came in.
You got to check the project, man. You can't just let it go out there.
Yeah.
Okay, and secondly, if we are to indulge in earthly, grown products, we want them from a trusted site. The white man sells marijuana to you. You don't have a problem with the white man selling marijuana, but then when Black Dynamite wants to sell the marijuana, now he's destroying the community.
No, I'm saying that Black Dynamite and the man and Fiendish Dr. Wu are all doing the same thing. So why are we championing Black Dynamite and not persecuting Black Dynamite how we persecuted Fiendish Dr. Wu and the man?
Well, see, Black Dynamite was doing it with a golden heart. Like, he wasn't selling dope. He was selling, like, medicinal,
So when it comes full circle and such and such the truth is doing it with a golden heart.
Yeah.
But players just fuck up sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, you got to shoot him some bail. How you shooting Black Dynamite some bail?
I will, but Black Dynamite apologizes, though.
Man, Black Dynamite only ran a orphanage because half the kids was his illegitimate kids.
He said, I've heard him say, "I'm sorry, baby," a bunch of times.
This has been another episode.
I ain't never heard this dude say.
This has been another episode.
I ain't never heard that dude say.
This has been another episode of the 16 Shots Podcast. Matter of fact.
Now let's begin the story.
I flipped out, man. I flipped out, man. I should have just told that dude, man. I'm sorry, man.
H-Town's finest 16 Shots Podcast.
I just got mad. And
this has been another episode of the 16 Shots Podcast with Young James Boogie.
Ain't nobody took you.
Tell me how you took it. I'm gonna tell you what I meant.
That man
and we out. And if you don't know what Black Dynamite is, please go check it out at your local video square. Blockbuster. It might be on Amazon Prime.
Blockbuster closed down.
You see where I'm going with it, right?
Video Square. Black Dynamite. I found.
Yeah. You see where I'm going with this, right?
I found some tapes, by the way, so I'm gonna start watching video tapes again, man.
I'm telling you to go look for places that are closed down.
Black Dynamite is
low budget ass movie.
No. I'm talking about instruments to get the bitches, man.
And we out.